Oprah has been in some hot water lately, but I'm sure it's no shock to hear that she's been lying to everyone about so many different things. From her weight to her guests she's had on, Oprah is now being exposed as a liar. Throughout her career, Oprah has been made fun of for her appearance, and especially her weight. She even said, "It was public sport to make fun of me for 25 years. I have been blamed and shamed, and I blamed and shamed myself." One hurtful moment came in her early career. Early in her career when she landed on fashion critic Mr. Blackwell's list. I was on the cover of some magazine and it said, "Dumpy, frumpy, and downright lumpy." I didn't feel angry. I felt sad. I felt hurt. I swallowed the shame. I accepted that it was my fault. Now this is just honestly sad, and throughout her entire career people have been focused on her appearance. But with this, she would lose weight and then ended up gaining it back. It was a constant cycle she was stuck in. Now one controversial moment regarded her weight loss in 1988. She started her show off by taking off an oversized coat and wheeling out a wagon holding 67 pounds of animal fat, the amount that she had lost in less than 5 months. It was full of theatrics. Now, the episode drew huge attention, earning the highest ratings in the show's history. However, years later, Oprah expressed regret about it, stating that it was simply an ego trip and admitting that she eventually regained all the weight. That's not all with her weight though. She's recently been in another controversy regarding it. For the past 10 years, Oprah worked with Weight Watchers, a diet program that was all the craze. Although it has been criticized by a lot of people as being harmful and promoting disordered eating, Oprah swore by it and promoted it every chance she got. She said the Weight Watchers program helped her lose her weight, but she came under fire in 2023 saying that she was actually using an unnamed weight loss drug, and that's how she was able to lose a lot of weight. So she lied to a bunch of people and her audience honestly felt hurt by it. Then in 2024, she decided to step down and stop working with Weight Watchers altogether. It seemed like she didn't need them anymore now that she had her weight loss education. Many people are saying she's a sellout and that everything she's ever stood for was a lie. And hey, I can't blame people for being upset over this. It's very likely that she's taking Ozempic or Ozempic adjacent, which is actually a medication for people who are diabetics. A lot of normal people every day can't afford this medication and also don't want to take it from the people who really need it, diabetics. I mean, I'm glad she's happy with her body now, but it feels like she tricked a lot of people into believing something that will never come true. It's just scummy, and a lot of people have stopped being a fan of hers. Then there's how Oprah grew up. Kitty Kelley is a journalist and author of best-selling unauthorized biographies. She wrote one about Oprah and dropped some huge bombshells. Oprah was born in Mississippi to a single teenage mother and grew up in extreme poverty. During her childhood, the cost of raising Oprah became too much for her mother to handle, so she was sent to live with her biological father. Since then, Oprah has come forward about how she had been mistreated and taken advantage of by her cousin, uncle, and family friend. As a young teenager, and after suffering for years, she ran away from home, and a year later, she became pregnant. She gave birth to a son, but he was premature and passed away only a few weeks later. Kitty, though, says this isn't true. Oprah claims she never had any new dresses or dolls and had to adopt 2 cockroaches as pets growing up in rural Mississippi. Her cousin contends she was actually relatively spoiled as a little girl. Where Oprah got that nonsense about growing up in filth and roaches, I have no idea, Catherine Carr Esther said. I've confronted her and asked, "Why do you tell such lies?" Oprah told me that's what people want to hear. The truth is boring. Something else revealed is that Oprah still does not know the true identity of her father. Esther told Kelly who he is, on the condition she not publish the information until Winfrey's mother comes clean to her daughter. Vernon Winfrey, the man who raised Oprah, is also frustrated with the way she has played fast and loose with the truth. She may be admired by the world, but I know the truth, he says. So does God, and so does Oprah. 2 of us remain ashamed. Oprah's relationship with her stepmother has soured, and it was exposed to the world. It was reported that she was accused of being heartless by her own stepmother after she was kicked out of the 5-bedroom South Nashville home she shared with the Oprah's father for 14 years. Barbara Winfrey told the Daily Mail that her life had been deliberately ruined by the talk show legend following a bitter divorce with Vernon Winfrey. Oprah's a billionaire 3 times over. Her help lived better than this, Barbara pointed out, adding, "She said publicly that she offered to sell the house and give me the proceeds, but that was a lie, and she never said that. Oprah owns a property all over the world, so there is no reason to sell this house other than to spite me. It's a personal vendetta. Legal papers claim that Oprah was involved in a conspiracy to separate her father and stepmother, and essentially make the latter homeless. What she has done is nothing short of evil, but she doesn't scare me. Her actions cause me to disrespect her, Barbara stated. Yikes, that's not a good look at all, considering she's all about helping people, but she doesn't help out her family. Then there was the book club controversy. Back in the day, Oprah had a book club where she would promote a book on her show and usually have the author on for an interview. This would result in the book going on the best-selling list, but she had a scandal with this in 2005. Oprah added James Frey's book, A Million Little Pieces, to the reading list, and in October 2005, James appeared on The Oprah Winfrey Show to promote his book, which the talk show host had previously said she couldn't put down, calling it a gut-wrenching memoir that is so raw and so real. Now, when James was promoting the books on talk shows or other media outlets, it was referred to as a memoir, but large parts of the stories were later found to be exaggerated or fabricated, sparking a media controversy. This was discovered after an investigation conducted by The Smoking Gun. They determined that James had actually fictionalized some of the story, so he was caught lying, and the fact that Oprah promoted it, it was not a good look at all. Controversy arose after Oprah initially defended the book, but she later confronted James on her show in January of 2006. Winfrey began the live program by telling him, "It is difficult for me to talk to you because I feel really duped, but more importantly, I feel you betrayed millions of readers." Frey admitted to Winfrey that he had altered and embellished details of his story, including the fact that he had been in jail for just several hours, not 87 days, as stated in his book. Oprah also confronted the publisher of A Million Little Pieces, saying her staff have been contacted about possible inaccuracies in the book, only to be told that the publishing company stood by James' story as a work of non-fiction. During the show, the publisher acknowledged that A Million Little Pieces had not been fact-checked. It seems like Oprah did her research about the book afterwards, but her helping spread misinformation is truly dangerous, and she hasn't taken a lot of accountability. If she tried to get away with this, who knows what other lies she'd make up. Well, that's all for a list of Oprah got caught lying to everyone on live TV. Which lie shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. I'm your host, Alice, and we'll see you next time.